Hello student, I am Rohini Daun from KTHM College, Department of Computer Science. Today we discuss about the subject Introduction to Cyber Security. In this Module 3 Information and Network Security and chapter is Server Management and Firewall. In this unit there are the four topics: User Management, Overview of Firewall. Firewall is nothing but simply a program or hardware device that filters the information coming through the internet connection into your private network or computer system. Then types of firewall. There are the four types of firewall: packet filtering router, circuit gateways, application gateways, and combination of above is the dynamic packet filter. And last topic is the DMZ and firewall features. Today's session topic is user management. In this topic we learn what is user management, how does user management work, and examples on the user management. First, we see what is user management. User management is an authentication feature that provide administrator with the ability to identify and control the state of the user logged into the network, and the ability to query and filter users that are currently logged into the network, manually log out users and control user login counts and login times. After that, how does user management work? User management is based on concept of users logging in and logging out of the proxy SG appliance. Here, proxy SG appliance is the secure web gateway appliances that protect organization across the web, social media, applications and mobile networks, combined with cloud delivered web security service for a centrally managed hybrid secure web solution. It provides authenticate users for the secure web access, then gain visibility into encrypt web traffic, then also stop threats by terminating malicious traffic before it hits the endpoint. After that, control web and cloud usage and adhere to usage policy or the compliance regulation. And last one is the gain visibility into cloud application use and control access. A login is combination of the unique IP address with a unique username in a unique domain. A user is considered logged in when first authenticated to the proxy SG appliance, and identifying users as logged in or active allows administrator to create flexible user management policies to fine tune user access and control. The majority of user management is done in policy using either Visual Policy Manager or Content Policy Language, that is CPL. Visual Policy Manager is a graphical policy editor included with the proxy SG appliance. The VPM allows you to define web access and resource control policy without having an in-depth knowledge of Blue Coat Content Policy Language, that is the CPL, and without the need to manually edit policy files. And here content policy language means the CPL is powerful flexible language that enables you to specify a variety of authentication, web access and network policies. Proxy SG policy is written in CPL, and every web browser is evaluated based on the install policy. The language is designed so that policy can be customized to an organization's specific set of users and unique information's need. CPL uses the setting created when you configure the proxy SG to your specification. Here CPL having some capabilities. Here fine grained control over various aspects of the proxy SG behavior, then multiple actions triggered by a particular condition. After that, flexibility of the user defined condition and actions. Authentication away policy included user and group configuration. Also support for the multiple authentication real MS and configurable policy event logging, and also the having a built-in debugging facility. Using this policy, administrator can create rules that more granularly control the timeout values associated with configured domains, such as the surrogate proxy refresh, then credential refresh, authorization refresh. They can perform specific action on the users such as logging in, then outburst on predefined criteria for extreme cases where more immediate action is necessary, such as disconnecting a user being terminated. User management function such as logging off a user can be performed via the CLI or the management console. Consider this example. An administrator concerned about users who access several workstations throughout the day would like to implement a solution that provides better user management of the user's network activity. To accomplish this, the administrator implements the policy that prevents any user from logging in into more than one workstation at a time. Here, with form or cookie-based authentication implemented, the behavior that results is that when any user already logged into one workstation attempt to obtain authentication and authorization on another workstation, they are automatically logged off of the original workstation. Consider this example. Here, one user accessing the network resource from the multiple workstation. This is the workstation A and this is the workstation B. Initially, in step first, JSmith open a browser on the workstation A and request a network resource. After that, JSmith is challenged for authentication credential here. Then JSmith provide authentication credential for this workstation, means the 3A 15.14 here. Then JSmith is provided with the requested content. Here it will provide here the requested content. After that, JSmith open a browser on the workstation B and request a network resource also. Then JSmith is challenged for the authentication credentials. Then JSmith provide here the credentials. Then the proxy SG automatically logs JSmith off here. Means it will off these credentials, this workstation, and then it will log into the this particular workstation B. Then after that, JSmith is provided with the requested content. Means what here, when the any user already log into one workstation attempts to obtain authentication and authorization on another workstation, they are automatically logged off of the original workstation. Consider another example. A network administrator concerned about the shared workstation located in various network labs would like to implement a solution that will help address the growing problems of user not logging off before leaving workstation. To address this problem, the administrator decides to implement two user management features, restricting the number of logins associated with the particular IP address and imposing an inactivity timeout. To restrict the number of logins associated with a particular IP address to only one, and the administrator creates policy that implements a cookie-based authentication mode and allow one login per IP address at most. Here consider this example: multiple users accessing network resource from the same workstation. Initially, JSmith open a browser and request a network resource. Then JSmith is challenged for authentication credentials. After that, JSmith provide here the authentication credentials, and here the proxy SG associate with 192.168.15.2 with JSmith, and here JSmith is provided with the requested content. After 10 minutes, here what happened here, Johnson walks up to open this browser window on the workstation and request a network resource. Then Johnson's is challenged for authentication credentials. After that, Johnson's provide authentication credential for the same workstation, and then the Johnson is provided with the requested content also. In this session, we learn about the user management. In this topic, we learn what is the user management, how does user management work, and example on the user management. Thank you.